Footage shows Ukrainian flags being immediately destroyed, after Kiev commandos attempted to plant them using drones, on the outskirts of the towns of Krasnoarmeysk, Dmitrov and Rodinsko, which were liberated by Russian forces. The Russian Defense Ministry said on December 31, 2025, that Kiev's desperate attempt and its Western sponsors were trying in vain to convince Ukrainians ahead of the new year about the alleged presence of the armed forces of Ukraine on the direction, due to the recent success of the Russian armed forces in liberating the Donetsk People's Republic. The ministry reported that 7 heavy agricultural-type drones of the Baba Yaga, carrying the blue and yellow flags, were shot down by Russian UAV teams, while 2 Ukrainian reconnaissance and sabotage groups, which were trying to hang the flag on the roofs of buildings, were neutralized. Apparently, Ukraine is present around Krasnoarmeysk by drones, which shows a fictitious victory. In the latest footage from January 2, 2026, Ukrainian soldiers from one of the groups that tried to counterattack on the outskirts of Krasnoarmeysk, now prisoners of war, at the request of the Russian army guards, they raised the same Ukrainian flag as before, to fulfill their desires. So far, the center group of forces in their task area continues to guard Krasnoarmeysk and its surroundings, shelling Ukraine by artillery and drones. The artillerymen of Russian army, operating D-30 and G-B howitzers, both 152 mm caliber, thwarted attempts to bypass Ukrainian supply lines and formation rotations, and attacked their equipment near Grishino, the Ministry of Defense reported on January 1, 2026. Ukrainian losses were recorded in video documentation, destroying UAV control posts and ammunition depots, and heavy artillery fire continues to disrupt the further movement of Ukrainian infantry. In addition, UAV operators attacked Ukrainian equipment and personnel in the settlement area of Grishino, destroying equipment and troops during combat operations. Thus, it is clear that Kiev's way of trying to convince people about the alleged continued presence of their troops in these areas fell flat in the end.